The only thing about what you said earlier about Donovan Mitchell going to Brooklyn, the whole Brooklyn thing, it's good for the media, but it doesn't translate in New York City. And I could say that as a person from Brooklyn. When James Harden, Kyrie, and KD were playing, and then Julius Randle came out of nowhere and led the Knicks to the playoffs, the Knicks were more relevant in the city. Everybody wants
Oh,
to go.
100%.
Yeah, like KD. Unfortunately for KD, he didn't make no impact on New York City basketball. Zero. And
No.
he's KD. He's fucking KD. And he
Dog,
had
the
zero
whole
impact.
reputation of Mecca of basketball, dog. The New York Knicks legit could suck. They've sucked for the past what since I was a kid. To be honest with you,
Yeah,
and
they went through bad
nobody
management for a
cares.
long
They
time.
still want to talk to them. They still like Steve Mills and these guys are Phil Jackson. They're all like destroying the franchise. People still had the allure of the Knicks. The Nets don't have that, man. They tried many times. They tried with the Paul Pierce, Kevin Garnett,
Which
Darren
was a
Williams.
mistake. Which was a mistake right there
Yeah,
because New York City, like that's a Boston team. Like New Yorkers don't like Boston. Like you know what I mean?
no.
Like it didn't make any sense of why
Paul Pierce
Prokhorov
represents
came.
everything they hate.
Yeah, like he designed,
Yeah,
and that's another thing. They keep getting these international owners who don't understand the market. They just think of like, oh, we're in the big market. It's like, no, you
yeah,
can't keep getting these transplant players. The Brooklyn Nets, the best thing that happened to them was the D'Angelo Russell year when that whole bench was dancing. Remember setting
yeah,
trends?
yeah.
That was the
And
most
they had
Brooklyn that team ever was. And
the
everybody was
Spencer
having fun.
Dinwiddie. They had dogs, like
Yeah, they
legit.
had
I remember.
dogs and they were
You
setting
remember that one
trends.
series?
And they were
You
setting
remember that one?
trends.
I remember the Playboy Cardi. She calling me cray. That meme that went popular.
Yeah.
You had the yeah, and you had Jared Dudley. You remember that one series where he's
Oh
going up
yeah,
against
yeah.
he's going up against Ben Simmons and like people are just going
Jared.
crazy out their mind.
I forgot about Jared. Yes.
Yeah, dude,
Yes.
that's like dog. People love like New York loves dogs. Like let's be
Yeah.
honest.
They really
Charles
do.
Oakley, Charles Oakley, John Starks, all of these guys.
And that's
Patrick Ewing.
and that's been the problem with the Nets ownership. They've been two
Yeah.
international guys, one in Prokhorov, and then now with Joe Tsai. They don't understand the New York market. They really don't.
No. Like
And
that's why Jalen Brunson's such a star. Is like people see dog
yeah,
in Jalen Brunson. Randall, people see dog. A guy who's coming off like spent his rookie year basically injured.
the whole
Couldn't
city.
find a position anywhere.
If you look at stars, basketball stars that shined out in New York, they've been
Yeah.
underdogs. Mark Jackson, John Starks, Patrick Ewing. Like they've been guys who've been
Yep.
grinding and like, other guys that were fringe guys almost out
Anthony
of the league.
Mason.
Yeah. So,
Yeah.
it is what it
So
is. Like
that's
I feel
and I
like
think Dolan knows that. Dolan,
yeah,
one
Dolan
thing he's an
understands that.
incompetent ownership, but he knows New York culture. He knows that this is what gets these people over.
Yeah, but unfortunately for the Brooklyn Nets, I feel like right now, because at the trade deadline they said that they were actually buyers, they weren't sellers.
Yeah.
I think
I
they're
thought
really
that
confused of where they're at right now.
dog what's going with them it's weird because I think Sean Marks needs to go, though I think Sean Marks is talented as a GM. I think he does good job scouting. I think he has a feel for talent, but I don't know if he has a feel for personnel.
Yeah, for personnel and the thing about the Nets, they have to understand they don't attract like top 5 players. They're not going to the
No,
Nets. They're not doing that.
no.
So when
You need a
KD and
cell
Kyrie was
culture.
there, I was like, yo, do they understand they'll never get this opportunity if they fuck it up? Like this was a chance for them to advertise to other star players. I'm talking about top 4 players. Say, hey, if you come here, we can make you into a bigger thing. With KD,
Yes.
you can have KD level talent and go to New York City and make no impact. That's all the Nets have proven. And I don't think they're gonna get top 5 guys unless they draft them themselves. That's
Dog,
pretty
you need a
much gonna be
Steve
the point
Ballmer
right
kind of
now.
ownership, to be honest with you. You need a Steve Ballmer kind of ownership.
Yeah, but it's like they fucked it up. James Harden didn't want to sign the extension. Kyrie wanted out. KD wanted out. It's like it's a bad look. It's a bad look, and it's a bad
It's a
start to
horrible
the
look.
whole Brooklyn thing.
But I feel like also the Nets went too much for names during that time. I think like Blake was good his first year. I got to give him credit, but let's be honest, they were just going for the Blake Griffin name because they knew money would come in once Blake Griffin signs. Same with LaMarcus Aldridge. I thought Bruce Brown was someone they could have kept, but it seems like they were quick to move on with him, and we saw what happened with him, who ended up being the centerpiece for a championship.
Yeah.
It's bad management. I feel like I don't know. I feel like ownership had too much play in it. I feel like Sean Marks has lost the team.
Oh yeah, he definitely
I think
has.
you just
Yeah,
need to restart.
he definitely has. Wait, hold on. Let me see if I can play this clip of the Brunson and them talking about the atmosphere in Brooklyn. Let's see.
That's to be expected.
Yo, Brooklyn,
It's a home game. So
Brooklyn.
I mean,
What's the worst? Is it Brooklyn?
Brooklyn was fire this year.
Brooklyn,
I'm sorry.
That's to be expected.
Yo, Brooklyn, a game in Brooklyn this year was hype.
Yeah, that was crazy.
That was loud.
And y'all was what? It was funny because someone really played y'all because they did a video of your three. You hit a three with like 5 minutes left, and he hit a three with like a minute and a half left when we were on a run. The difference of the crowd, like you made your three, people were like, oh yeah, clap. He made his three, and the arena erupted.
And I had a tough 3-2 off the dribble, quick off the screen.
Yo, you hear what Josh Hart said?
Dude, what? My cut off for me. What we was talking about how the atmosphere. It feels like a New York Knicks atmosphere, right?
Yeah, he basically said Josh Hart basically told Mikal Bridges that the three that he hit, nobody reacted.
Nobody gave a shit.
And then the three that one of them hit, it was like somebody made a whole like caption. That's what they be doing in Knicks Twitter, man. But yeah, they kind of the Nets really don't have a fan base, man. That's another issue.
They don't. They don't have an identity, bro. I think Brooklyn as a city is like it's gentrified city, right? So kind of like that whole identity of Brooklyn is kind of dead from like the 90s with Biggie Smalls and all these rappers are coming out. Where now it's kind of like it's mostly like a Silicon Valley kind of area.
Yeah,
and I think a team.
It's sort of like
I think
a
the
Portland.
team like the Nets represents that. Yeah.
Yeah, because you know what, the last Brooklyn Nets game I went to like 2 years back, because I went to them when they played the Knicks at Barclays. Actually James Harden was there too. That was when he was on the Nets.
Yeah.
Most of their fan base is transplants. I'm not gonna lie. Most of their fan
100%. It's tours.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like, all right, yeah, we can't afford the Madison Square Garden. Let's go to the Barclays Center.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's pretty much that.